I'm back today with a mini physical media haul. I feel like I have only just done one of these recently, but as I have accumulated a few more pieces for my collection, I thought why not just do a video and show you. They are mostly horror films, as I do mostly just watch horror films with a few exceptions. We have 2 exceptions today, so I guess let's just get into things. So we have a bit of a selection today. I usually only collect DVDs, which I only have one in this haul, and that is because the DVD that I have is the one that I chose from a charity shop, and then the rest of the physical media are Blu-rays or 4Ks because they were kindly sent to me. I actually don't get sent a ton of physical media. I've just been really lucky in the last 2 months where people have reached out and actually wanted to send me some, and obviously that is my absolute dream. So I am eternally grateful, especially because we have some incredible titles here, some films that I really love and wanted to get for my collection anyway. So starting off with the one DVD that I got that's actually not horror, but it is a weird film. It's a Yorgos Lanthimos film, and that is The Favourite. Now on paper, this film does not seem like it would be a bit of me at all, because I'm not one for period pieces and historical films, but it's a Yorgos film, so I wanted to give it a watch. This was actually the last film by him that I had to watch. I was putting it off for a while, but I wanted to watch all of his films. So I finally did check this one out a few months ago, I believe. I did really enjoy it. It's an incredible film. It's very strange and not your typical timepiece film, let's just say that. It stars Emma Stone, who is in most of his films. I personally absolutely love her. I know a lot of people do say she plays the same character, but she's casted for a lot of similar roles. She is casted in a lot of weird films, and I think she always gives an excellent performance. I found this in a charity shop for only 50p, and my friend actually kindly got it for me because she was buying some books. She is a bookstagrammer, so if you love books and want more book recommendations, definitely follow her at Fergo Reads. She is one of the reasons why I've read so many books over the last few years. She has the best fast-paced thriller recommendations, but she reads literally every genre, so if you want book recommendations, definitely check her account out. The rest of the films were actually sent to me by Vertigo Releasing, which is absolutely crazy. I am so grateful because I don't usually get sent like film PR. Some of these films were actually on my to buy list and are films that I've spoken about time and time again. So let's get into it. So the first film they sent me is a new favourite of mine. It's a summer horror film. It's a water horror film, one that I'll be watching every single year, and that is Dangerous Animals. I missed this in cinemas when it first came out. I wish I rushed to the cinema to see it because I just didn't anticipate it being as incredible as it is. It's not your typical shark film. I don't know, it is a shark film, but it's more of a serial killer film that uses sharks on his victims. You just have to check this out for yourself if you haven't seen it. It's one of those films where the villain is very charismatic and very kind of full of himself, gives absolutely psychotic vibes because rather than being mysterious and seeming evil, he seems like a very happy, nice guy. Reminds me of the villain in the film Apex. This was a film that I just knew I had to have in my collection, so I am so glad that they sent me it because I can't wait to rewatch this and just show everyone it. Another one that was high on my priority list to own on physical media because it was one of my favourites last year, and that is the film Good Boy. I've recommended this film quite a few times on this channel. I love a paranormal film that is done differently. Not massive into the paranormal genre, but I am massive on paranormal done in a different way, which is why I love the film Presence so much and why I love this film. So this is a really unique and fresh take on a paranormal haunted house film. I've never seen anything done quite like it. we actually are following around a dog, Indy, and seeing the events basically unfold from Indy's perspective. As an animal lover, I cried so many times watching this film. Indy obviously is a dog in real life, it's not CGI, and this dog has incredible acting. You can literally feel the emotion in Indy's face. I know it's not going to be a film for everyone. It does fall into the experimental horror film category. For me, I didn't like Skinamarink, and I know a lot of people did. I do think it's visually stunning, but I feel like this could be some people's Skinamarink. Although, I do feel like a lot more happens in this one than in that film. I think the poster is really cool as well. One thing about me is that I love special features, so I am extremely excited to see some behind the scenes of making this film with Indy the dog. Next is a film that I haven't watched in years, so I'm very excited to rewatch it with this special edition of Sliver. This is a film about an alien parasite, and we see as it takes over a town. And this one actually comes with so many special features. Just look at all of those. Like, this whole section is just listing these special features. So that is absolutely crazy. We've got audio commentary, we've got the Sick Minds and Slimy Days of Sliver featurette. We even have a set tour. I'm more excited to watch these special features rather than to rewatch the film, although I feel like I need to rewatch it and then watch the features because that just makes more sense. So all the rest of the films that I got sent, I did know about because they kind of gave me a list and said, do you want these copies? And I obviously said yes to the ones that I wanted to add to my collection. This next one I didn't ask for, but I must have just been on the PR list. So I am really, really grateful that they sent it to me. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not though. And that is Exit 8. I did really love aspects of this film. I liked the game element of it, and it made me really excited to actually check the game out because it seems terrifying. But it was the storyline that went alongside the game underground element that I wasn't too sure on. I'm not sure if there is some kind of political underlying message with this film or if I'm looking into it too much. But when looking at reviews, I did see some people feeling the same way as I did. So I will definitely need to do more of a deep dive into that. I did appreciate that this was a shorter film because it's very repetitive with this man going through this endless subway corridor, going through basically the same walkway over and over again, looking out for differences each time he goes round. I feel like it could have just been a simple film with a simple premise without any strange subcontext, but I don't know. So this does come with some art cards and also a poster. The CGI was another major letdown for me, especially because I felt like the horror elements were really there, just with the anomalies and things feeling a bit uncanny, but then they took it a step further and added some very obvious CGI moments that just took you out of the film. I'm guessing they did this to stay in with the lore of the game. I really need to watch some gameplay of this to see if the story actually also correlates with what we saw in the film. Lastly, they sent me a PR box, which is the most exciting thing ever because I rarely get like PR boxes like this, so they just feel really special to me. This is for the film Hunt for the Wilder People, which I haven't seen, but they sent me an email letting me know that it was the 10th anniversary and asked if I wanted to check it out. So I did some research, looked at some reviews. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews and seems like a fun adventure film. So I am actually really excited to check this one out. It just seems like a kind of comfort coming of age film. Let me know if you've seen it. And I am so excited to have the 10th anniversary edition of it. They also sent me a t-shirt in the box alongside the film, so you bet I will be wearing that whilst watching it. This already feels heavy, so I feel like we have something inside. It looks like we've got some art cards and a poster inside. I can't believe this is the 10th anniversary edition when I didn't even know this film existed, but apparently it's a cult classic and so many people absolutely love this film. It is kind of exciting discovering films that everyone loves but you haven't seen yet, so you get to go in completely blind and watch for the first time. So we've got this side and then we've got that side. I think just from the little bits I've read about this film, I think it's kind of like an adventure, comedy, coming of age, family relationship situation. So that's everything in my mini physical media haul today. Let me know if you've seen the titles that I've got. Let me know if you've seen Hunt for the Wilder People and if you think I'm going to enjoy it. A massive thank you to Vertigo Releasing for sending me so many films. Wouldn't be doing this video if they didn't, because I would only have one film to show. I was thinking about going to a few more charity shops and accumulating some more films, but I was just so excited to have a proper look at these and to do a video with them. So I think my next physical media haul, depending on what I find, if I do find some good things, then I'll probably save it to do a accumulation. Hopefully I'll have quite a few pieces in October, just because spooky season, hopefully can find a lot of horror films. Kind of just makes sense in my head. Also, let me know if there are any videos in particular that you want me to do over October and just spooky season in general, because I feel like I need to start planning now because it is rapidly approaching us. That's everything from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for looking at my haul and listen to me ramble. And I'll see you again in another video very soon.